Hi guys, Namaste, Jai Hind, Jai Mata Di and Jai Bharat. So today I am going to talk about the next phase of Kalki Puran. I did promise to you in the last video that I'm going to talk about when Kalki literally was tortured or almost killed. And in the last video we spoke about where in Kalki Purana there is a reference to the COVID energy. And yes, when Kalki actually attacked the first village, the name of the village, it actually talks about COVID because it is the village or the city in China which actually obstructed the life force energy, which means that breathing became difficult because of something that started in one city in China. So it literally talks about the COVID energy, and that was the first step of awakening when COVID started. Now with that, the Kalki consciousness also started, and how Kalki beautifully pulled everybody into this consciousness, or more, lot of people into this consciousness. And today we are going to talk about when Kalki literally faced death, what happened, who rescued Kalki, was Kalki rescued, and how that happened. And we are also going to talk about how many people are actually going to move from this yuga to next yuga. That is also given very, very beautifully in Kalki Purana. So what happened is, when this war was happening between Kalki and Jinnah, Jinnah is a spiritual teacher, right? It is that energy of awakening somebody's spirituality or getting somebody off karma. So when that war was happening, Jinnah hit Kalki's horse with his trident. Now here it is not killing the literal horse or hitting the literal horse, but horse is his determination and strong will. And trident means physical, spiritual, and money related or property related, or the worldly sadness, or the energies which impact you because of you get too involved in the worldly situations, and then you are worried about your physical health also, you're thinking about your spiritual health also, but you're thinking about the worldly resources also. So he will be literally Kalki in whichever physical form or life he will be at that point in time, or he was at that point in time, when he didn't know he's Kalki. At that point in time, his will, his determination was or will be, actually it has already happened, but I'm telling it will be because I'm giving you a story. So it is hurt by understanding the real life truths, physical truths. So the physical health and the spiritual health, or the property or money, so he will kind of get hit by understanding the reality of certain people and situations, and how people are behind money, or how people are behind the physical comforts. And that means that Kalki will, and he was also attacked by thousands of arrows by Jinnah. So basically Kalki will be actually tortured mentally and physically, both ways in the physical life, and because of which Kalki actually fell unconscious. So Kalki will be tortured in the physical life, and he actually faced a death-like situation and a challenge to understand or kind of get into sync with the physical, spiritual, and the other resources of life. So maybe the Kalki faced a situation in his physical life where he understood how people are behind money. He understood, he was confused about spirituality. He was confused about his physical being, or he was physically, mentally, emotionally, and economically tortured, literally, before his understanding that he's Kalki, and he faced a death-like situation. Now when this happens, the Kalki Puran says that Kalki fell on the ground, and Jinnah tried to pick up Kalki, but Kalki was so heavy that his body became so heavy that Jinnah could not pick him up. So this basically means that when this energy will happen, when this situation will happen, and Kalki will be attacked from all sides, the normal spiritual force will try to pick Kalki, or some things or some situations or some people around Kalki will try to pick up Kalki, but they will not be able to. So they will try to hide or take him away or do something, but they will not be able to do it. Now at this time, what happens is that in the Kalki Purana, it is said that at this time, King Visakha Yupa, actually picks up Kalki. Now, King Visakha Yupa. Visakha means nakshatra or stars, or branches of stars, or spiritual, branches of stars. And Yupa means sacrificial post. So this basically means that when Kalki was about to be sacrificed, the stars, the energies helped to rescue Kalki from there. Now, another meaning is Visakha also means somebody who's wealthy, and it was a name of the very wealthy aristocratic women who was there in Buddha time, or female who was there in Buddha time. And Yupa means sacrificial post. So somebody having power, money, and some aristocratic post, that person knew about when Kalki will be sacrificed, or when this energy will hit Kalki, or when some people will try to sacrifice Kalki. And because he already knew, he rescued Kalki from that situation, and that is why he picked Kalki and placed him on his chariot. So Kalki was actually taken away or rescued from this physical life situation that Kalki faced after COVID. So first energy of awakening came from COVID, where people started learning or understanding truth, justice, life situations. And then the second energy immediately after COVID will be this literal situation with Kalki that will happen, because of which what will happen is that people will get into more consciousness energy, because it is said that the moment Kalki was brought back to the life and power, he actually attacked or killed lot of those people in Buddhist village. That means, and here killing is not literal killing. That means that when the time period when Kalki was attacked to the time period when Kalki was rescued, after that there will be more people, or there are more people who got into Kalki consciousness, who was hit by Kalki consciousness, and who got into this energy of awakening and understanding what is happening and fighting for the right thing or right cause. So this basically very beautifully narrates that how one by one there are circumstances given in Kalki Puran which are leading to arrival of Kalki, and which are leading to awakening, and which are leading to one by one, step by step, as to how circumstances developed during or at the time of arrival and awakening of Kalki. So very, very beautifully given. Now, Kalki Puran also talks about how many people will be going to the next yuga, or through Yug Parivartan, and how will they awaken. Not everybody will be connected to Kalki. Okay, not everybody will be connected to Kalki, and not everybody will understand the Kalki energy before Kalki really comes. So how will they change their energies? How will they move to the next cycle? So there are given they have given different circumstances and things, and different numbers of people. How will they convert? So first, they are associates of Kalki. So basically they are the other energies that will help people get to the awakening energy. So first is Gargya, and it is basically the spiritual or growth oriented or visionary energies. So when the person will start getting spiritual or growth oriented, or when their vision will start becoming clear, around 6,000 people will be converted into awakening energy, or they will start getting into the energy of enlightenment and awakening. Second is Bhargya. So that means that luck, warfare, reward, or fate. Around 10 million people will be impacted by wars, and they, because of the war energy, because of that understanding of why war happens and what war is bringing in, they are going to be getting into the energy of enlightenment. So around 10 million people will get into the energy of enlightenment, because they were there at warfare, or at that situation where war happened, and because of that, because of their fate, they will change into that energy of enlightenment. Now third is Visala, and Visala is celestial Apsara, or celestial beauty. So understanding the celestial beauty, understanding the truth, understanding the real energies, around 25,000 people will convert into enlightenment, or will turn into enlightenment, because they will understand how beautiful enlightenment is. Then fourth, there is Kavi and his sons, which is actually the pre-energy of pre-energy of Kalki, and This is because of the realization, by realization of the words of different poets, the words, the poems written by different poets. There are around 20,000 people, they will get impacted by those poems, those words, and by understanding the truth behind them, they will get into the enlightenment energy. Then next is prajna, which means enlightenment and truth. Around 1 million people will be enlightened because of seeing the truth. So when the truth comes into the picture, or when the truth actually shows its existence, when people will start knowing the truth, around 1 million people will get into the energy of enlightenment. And then there is sumanta, which is basically knowledge and problem solving skills, using of it. So around 500,000 people, they will actually turn into enlightenment, or they will start understanding enlightenment because of the knowledge and the problem solving that enlightenment will give them. So enlightenment and change of energy will start solving their problems, and will start developing or helping them develop that problem solving skill, look at the things in different ways. And that is when 500,000 people will be converted towards or attracted towards enlightenment. So this is basically roughly a number as to how many people will actually move from the energy of kalyuga into the new era energy, and how different set of people will be moved by different energies and different situations, and not everybody will be moved by Kalki himself, or not everybody will connect with the true energy of Kalki himself. So different situations and different things will make different people move towards that energy. So see how beautifully Kalki Puran has expressed everything, and going forward there is going to be a lot of energy as to how some money makers get into it, how different people start using Kalki's name and Kalki's energy to bring in different results, and how everything is going to turn into enlightenment, and how there is a set of women that impacts the energy. So there is a lot that is there to come. Yes, I will not be able to make the videos for 1 week or 10 days, so I'm really sorry for that, but I will encourage you during that time to read Kalki Purana, get deeper into it, understand the meanings, and yes, get into your enlightenment. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, and if you like the video, please like it, share it, and leave the feedback. Thank you. Bye bye.